Hello, everyone. This is Jennifer, and I wanted to discuss why victims of narcissistic abuse and even just regular abuse stay in relationships with these people, and usually for long periods of time. And I just guess I wanted to make this video to remind everybody that you deserve more than that. Everybody deserves more than that. I know we get used to this. You get used to the lifestyle being treated a certain way. It becomes familiar. And sometimes if it's familiar, it becomes your norm and you expect it. You're kind of comfortable with it, unfortunately. And this is something that it affects a lot of people. They accept things they should not accept. They settle for things when they should, want more. And because there's a difference when you think about compromising in relationships and then compromising all that you have and all that you are and who you are. There's a big difference there. It's not about, oh, let's go here on vacation or there. It's not like that. It's probably your personality, the real you, your essence, your spirit. Probably that's just different now or down the drain. And nobody's worth that, especially an abusive partner, or especially someone who manipulates you and who does not love you. And we settle for these things. We get used to it and we think sometimes maybe, oh, I guess this is normal. It can't be great forever. This is how all relationships are. And they're not. A relationship should lift you up. It should never bring you down. Okay, you get in fights once in a while or arguments, but that's temporary. But when you're in a constant state of either depression or chaos or confusion, then there's something wrong there, and this is not the relationship for you. And it's okay to have standards. I think everybody should have standards in their relationships. I want you to think about if you have a daughter and you want the very best for them, right? You want them to be loved and cared for and treated with respect and happy, right? So you need to want that for yourself too. And look at your relationship and see, if my daughter was in this situation, is this the kind of person I would want her with? And that would be the honest truth, whether you should be with this person or not. Because we all learn to love others before ourselves. I'm talking about empathic people. People might think it's a good thing. I disagree. I think it's not a good thing. Being too nice, being too giving is very draining. And in any relationship that's healthy, it has to be a give and take where you bounce back and forth. I do this, you do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is a relationship. Why would you be in a relationship where you're getting nothing out of it? And there are many reasons why we do this, but the primary reason that we learn to settle is because, the time that has passed and the investments that we've made in this person, we might think that this is normal, that all relationships become like this. And with that, I ask that you examine relationships the relationships that you know around in your life, like your friends or family. How are they interacting? Is it similar to yours? Because I think if you really take a look at it, it's not at all. Maybe on the outside, but not the way that relationship really is. Do they seem happy? Are you happy? And it's okay to compare, to figure out, is this okay for you? But we settle for these things because maybe we think we're asking for too much. We think, not everybody's perfect, everybody has faults. And that's absolutely true. But we can still, like I said, have standards. We know what we deserve, what we want. And usually it's not even that much, but they have to meet these minimum requirements. You have to be, for instance, treated with respect. You have to feel loved, cared for. You need to feel some sort of security, friendship. These are all the basic things that you should always have in any healthy relationship, whether it's romantic or not. And if these things are missing, then something's wrong with the relationship. Now, as far as another thing, which is, I think over time we do lose our self-esteem. It's bit by bit we start doubting ourselves, and we all know this. And you just become maybe insecure. You don't know, maybe nobody wants you. Maybe how are you going to get somebody else? And this is something that a narcissist does to you a lot. Any manipulative person, but especially narcissists, they know how to wear you down to make you feel so small, or something's not good enough with you. You're not attractive enough. you're not smart enough, something's wrong with you, you're clearly nuts, you can't say any, you might not be able to talk around their friends or family because you don't want to say anything stupid. And this is all unacceptable. So what I'm just wanting to remind everybody is that, remember who you really are, and examine the kind of person that you're with, if you are with an abusive relationship, because nothing is worth that. Nothing is worth being with a narcissist or an abusive relationship in general. And any sacrifice, anything you do for that, is just a pure waste of time. And it's just going to be that much longer to get out of the mess. So you have to know this. You have to remember your worth. And you don't have to think anything like, I don't want to be picky. Not everybody's perfect, blah, blah. Because that's absolutely true. Nobody's perfect. Somebody that you love could have so many flaws and so many things that they've done in the past, but they should be perfect for you. So don't accept less than what you're worth. You can have standards. Okay. There's so many, when I used to think about my ex-narc, it really makes me upset that I used to settle for nothing, even. And then, either I would think it was me that was the problem, or maybe I thought it was too emotional, or I thought it was normal. And this is how all relationships were. But no, these are basic things. Like me, I wanted to go out on a nice date. We never did. And this is something that is, I think, ridiculous. You go on a date when you're in a relationship, right? At least one time. But I, kind of brushed that off, and I said, well, he's just not that kind of person. He's not romantic or something. And that's not right. I shouldn't have settled for that. That's just a little, thing that I thought about. But there are many things like that where you think, oh, I guess it's not a big deal. Oh, that's okay, I guess. But slowly it wears you down, and it's not okay. Anybody who loves you would do these things for you, and you should expect it, and nothing less. Okay, guys? So just reminding you guys, you're worth it. You're worth so much more than what you have now. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.